What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So it's been a little while since I've done a video like this. Mainly it's because I've been working a lot. Most of my videos, the recent videos that I've been putting up have all been right before I go to work or I start my work day. Generally, I'm already at work when I do that. But on Saturday, I'm traveling down to Florida. So if you guys want me to vlog a couple of things while I'm down there, I can. I'm still gonna upload while I'm down there. Might let you see some of my old friends from down there. But there's no real topic that I have picked today, so this is gonna be like another Let's Talk Cowboys type thing. So the first one that I am wanting to talk about, it's kind of a big one. We might lose Cole Beasley. He wants a certain deal. The Cowboys are not willing to really give him that as of yet. As I said in my earlier video, when they franchise tagged DeMarcus Lawrence, I feel like what they're doing is they're saving money because they're going to participate in this free agency this year. They don't really do that. It's been a while since they've really done anything in free agency. They've done a couple of things here and there, but oh, my dog's in here, so if you hear him crying or making noise, I don't know. He's been whining a lot recently. He's not hurt, so I don't know what the deal is. Anyway, I'm not nervous if we do get rid of him, and I'll tell you why. And it's because I honestly I love Cole Beasley. I think he's one of the best slot receivers in the league right now. To me it's Julian Edelman and then it's him. I don't really see another slot receiver. I could be wrong. There could be one that's like way better than him. But as of right now, I don't really see another slot receiver that is above those two guys. As far as route running and as far as catching ability and game changing, and saving a game, Cole Beasley and Julian Edelman are like the top two. So I don't really see another one besides those two guys. But I'm not nervous if we lose him, and it's because, and I know I'm going to get killed for this, but whatever. I think Tavon Austin could really step up and take Cole Beasley's place if we do lose Cole Beasley. Tavon Austin, he is our returner on punts and kicks and stuff like that. He's had a couple of really good runs. He's fast as crap. He has great route ability. The only thing is that he tends to be more of a body catcher than catching with his hands, and that, to me, I don't personally like those type of catchers. And a body catcher, for those of you that don't know what a body catcher is, it's where they catch it with their hands, but they let it come into their body like this instead of catching it here with their hands and then turning and going. They bring it into their body and then they go. So the problem with body catchers is that the ball could bounce off their chest. So, but I do like Tavon Austin. I think he has a bright future with the Cowboys. I feel like he's going to be around for a little while. He's a great punt returner. He's a great kick returner. The only issue is that last season he got hurt. He was out for 10 games almost. But I still like Tavon Austin. Think he's great. So I'm not nervous if we lose Cole Beasley. And Cole Beasley's not willing to give the Cowboys the hometown discount. He wants to be paid, which I have my own thoughts on guys like that. And it's the same thing with DeMarcus Lawrence. I think he's a great guy. We franchise tagged him, so he's going to be staying. He wants to get paid, and I get wanting more money, but I'll make another video on that later. What else? I talked about it already, but the Randy Gregory and David Irving suspensions, we're going to be thin on our O-line, so Taco Charlton has to really step up his game. What is it now? 2-3 seasons with the Cowboys. He's only had 4 sacks. Those aren't great numbers. I don't. 2 seasons. 2 seasons with the Cowboys. I don't know if he will pan out. I hope he does. I will cheer for him. But it's one of those situations where he was a first-round pick. He started out his first season as a starter. He didn't fit with Rod Marinelli. Marinelli sat him. He didn't really give him a chance to develop on the field. Now, that in and of itself is a problem because you can have a great player in the makings, and but if you don't let them play, they're not going to develop. You can only develop so much in practice, but if you don't actually let the players take the field, they're not going to develop into what they can really be. Because the thing of it is that when you are in practice, you're practicing against the same guys all the time, every day, all the time. But if you don't play, you're not going to be able to use those things that you practice, and you're not also on the field. You're not going up against guys that you are always playing. You're going up against different people every single time. So yes, in practice he could look great, but if you don't let him play on the field, you're never going to really see his potential. And that's something where Leighton Vander Esch and Dak Prescott both got a break pretty much, was because Roma got hurt, Sean Lee got hurt, they both had to start. So it was one of those situations where they got thrown into it and they developed. And Leighton Vander Esch, rookie year, Pro Bowl. That doesn't happen a lot. And so we really got to see what Leighton Vander Esch could do. He's a great open field tackler. He's fast. He's sideline to sideline. He's coming down, and he's not coming to hug you. He's as Shannon Sharp said, he's coming to thump you. So he's coming up. He's going to smack you in your mouth, and he's going to stand over you, and he's going to tell you that, hey, I'm here. I may be a rookie, not more, and I'm here to stay. So, and same with Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, he's a big dude. A lot of fans don't like Dak Prescott. I personally love Dak Prescott. I have his jersey in my closet right here. Dak Prescott's the same way. He's the leader of this team. He got thrown into the fire. First real game of the season, he started. So, but what was I saying? Oh, Taco Charlton. Taco Charlton, I mean, he has to develop on the field, and now we got Chris Richard as our defensive coordinator. Ryan Marinelli still has the title, but Chris Richard's doing everything. Now that Chris Richard is our defensive coordinator, he may change things. So we'll see what happens, guys. But like I said, I will cheer for Taco the whole time. I hope he does great. And but I think this free agency we're going to address the defensive line. And at this point, it's looking more like us getting Earl Thomas is not. I don't want to say that's not going to happen. But at this point, it seems more like a luxury than a necessity. A necessity for us is a better backup for Zeke so that Zeke can take a rest, and defensive line, and what else? I have one more. I'll think about it. Anyway, those are the two big ones, because we're really thin on the defensive line now, and Zeke honestly needs a backup. I mean, he can't do it. He can right now because he's still young, but as time will go on, he's going to be taking more and more of those big hits, because as history tells us, guys are getting bigger, stronger, and faster. So, not that Zeke isn't big, strong, and fast, It's just after, what is it now, 3 seasons, it's coming to be that he got hurt a little bit this last season. Now, granted, he's had some time to recuperate and recover, but it's one of those situations where, okay, now we really need to find a backup. Not that I don't like Rod Smith. I love Rod Smith. I hope he doesn't go anywhere. But we need to find a person where we have a scheme like the Seahawks did, where one running back will go out, come back, next running back goes out, and they can just constantly run it down your throat and win games that way. So I'm not saying that I don't want Zeke to start. I want him to start, and I want him to still be the leading rusher every season. But still, it's one of those situations where we need to find a good backup for him so that he can take those breaks and we don't have to worry that, oh, he only got 1 yard. Next thing that I want to talk about, and I'll keep going on with this, but the Earl Thomas situation, he wants to be paid. He wants to be paid. He's not going to give the Cowboys the hometown discount. Now, Jerry Jones is a silver-tongued devil, and he can wheel and deal. But it's looking like he's going to be more of a luxury than a necessity. Now, Jeff Heath and Xavier Woods, I think they're really good safeties. I don't want to see either of them go anywhere. But if we can find a way to rotate the 3 of them around to where they all work together really well. They all work together the same. We have like Earl Thomas and Jeff Heath, and then Earl Thomas and Xavier Woods, and then Jeff Heath and Xavier Woods. Just rotate them out like that. It would be magic almost, it seems like. So, and Earl Thomas, he's a little dude. What is he, like 5'10", something like that. For a safety and for a guy in the NFL, that's small. And he doesn't weigh that much. Like I don't think he even weighs 200 pounds. But he's a great ball hawk. He camouflages on the field really well. Guys don't see him. He's really fast, and he comes down, the same thing like Leighton Vander Esch. He comes down with aggression. If you catch the ball in the middle of the field, he's going to come up and deck you. But he's had a couple of injuries. So hopefully Jerry Jones can use that to his advantage with the price. Like, basically look and be like, look, man, you've had a couple injuries. We'll start you out at like, what is he making right now? You're thinking making like $5 million a year. He said he could say we'll start you out at $8 million a year. For this first year, and if you don't have any injuries, we can bump you up. You still play good, play great. But like I said, it's looking more like a luxury than a necessity. So it's one of those situations where you got to give a little here and give a little there. Last thing I want to talk about is the coaching staff. Now, this coaching staff that's coming in, Kellen Moore's already been there. John Kitna is going to be our quarterback coach. Some of you guys don't like that. And I was nervous at first, but then I kind of got schooled on it where when he was Romo's backup, Romo got hurt one season, and John Kitna took us to the playoffs. So it's one of those situations where maybe he's a better coach than he is a player, because I did that in one of my earlier videos where I talked about that, where I said some people are meant to be coaches, not players. Like, for me personally with martial arts, I think I'm a better coach or a better instructor than I am a martial artist. Not saying that I'm a bad martial artist, not saying that John Kitna was a bad player, but he wasn't starter material. So maybe it's one of those situations where, okay, he's a better coach than he was a player. Same with Kellen Moore. Maybe he's a better coach than he was a player. He wasn't a great quarterback coach, but maybe he's a better offensive coordinator. So that's really all I have for right now, guys. I didn't really have anything planned. I kind of just hit record and started talking. But let me know what you guys think about some of these things that I discussed in this video, and comment down below what you want to discuss. I'll discuss it. I'll try to remember what it is and discuss it in the next video. But I will see you guys later. So have a wonderful day, guys. God bless you all. Go Cowboys. Peace.